Hi, I'm Patrick, the goddamn DM.
And I'm Tony, the one-time DM.
And we are at Phoenix Fan Fusion.
Woo! Alright, that was... Alright, yeah, that was... Boo.
We're here with Dice Tactics, a wonderful game that has helped us in the past. I'm taking the mask off because I can no longer see. Introduce yourself, good sir.
I am Matt Dumichel, owner of GameWave Studios and creator of Dice Tactics. Not by myself, I have a wonderful team and I have some awesome guys out here with me that have helped us work on the game, do the art, and I bring a team member out to pretty much every conference we do, so...
And with Dice Tactics, it's got a real tabletop feel to it. I know that I've been playing the first chapter of it that's out right now, and it's got your adventure ties, it's got DC, so as the DM, I'm really happy about that.
Yeah.
It's got dice roll mechanics. You want to explain a little bit about what it is
Yeah,
overall?
so here's the thing. Dice Tactics is an RPG game that heavily uses dice mechanics and real dice physics engine to give that tabletop-like experience.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting because when we first started the game, it was just a really simple kind of prototype at Phoenix Fan Fest many years ago, a couple of years ago. And people started saying that they liked the dice. And then when we moved to our next conference, we made Dice Tactics, which is solely about the dice. People started saying, hey, it's got that tabletop feel. And we just kind of took that and we controlled that. And we said, you know what? We want to make this really unique, really new tabletop-like experience for people that can kind of fill that itch of tabletop gaming. Me personally, I love tabletop gaming. I've only got to really do it once, but I really like board games as well and RPGs. And I didn't really see a whole lot on the market that kind of filled that niche.
Yeah, especially on the kind of mobile and on the gaming market like that. But I like how you guys give a nice feel, and it's a mobile-friendly game. That's one of my favorite things about it.
It is very mobile-friendly, and actually, since we got funding for Chapter 2, we're bringing it to PC, and there's a lot of people asking for a Switch version. So, hey, Nintendo, if you're out there and you hear us, we would love to get that Switch kit, and we're coming for you guys.
Let them help you switch it up.
I love puns.
Since we're a D&D podcast, what's one of your favorite things about tabletop gaming?
Okay, I love role-playing. So Amber Sky's made these cosplays for us, and we got Tony and Patrick here wearing the Demon King helm and the Necro, also named Fern. So I really love the role-playing aspect of stuff. And that's my favorite part of it. Honestly, some of the mechanics in D&D specifically can be a little bit confusing to me, and I can be kind of a frustrating player because I'm a little bit of a noob, and the DM's always like, that's a D20 and add your charisma. And I'm like, So I do love, that's my favorite part of it, and that's what I enjoy the most.
That's why you need a DM like me, because I just look at you, I go, 5, add 5.
Yeah.
I've done the math already.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for us as a D&D? I know nothing about game design, but I know a crap load about D&D. Anything I can help you with?
Yeah, actually, I do have a question. It does have to do with the role-playing. I'm a fairly creative person, and when I found out in D&D the world was mine to be whoever I wanted to be and whatever character I wanted to be, I was like, yes, that's awesome. But then I started thinking about it, I was like, well, I'm playing still kind of myself. How do I take somebody that's not me, because I always want to play as somebody who's not me. I'm, kind of a charismatic, fun-loving kind of person, but if
I've not noticed at all.
But if I want to play a barbarian that's evil and angry and mad all the time, how do I stay in character? How do I make sure that I'm always thinking that, barbarian way of life?
Nice. Tony, you want to take this one first?
Yes, I will. So, my arm's getting tired. Okay. So what I did, because I recently just switched from a character who essentially was me, Murmur, from Season 1 and Season 2 of Almost Heroic. And then in Season 3, I'm playing a completely different character. Yeah. And I feel like the thing that really got me into this character, because personality-wise we are completely different, is the voice.
Yeah.
So I had to think of a different voice, and actually technically 2 different voices, but spoilers for Season 3. And I feel like that's what really, because now not only do I have that dissonance between me and the character, but it's also easier for the people who are listening or who that you're playing with even to know when are you speaking and when is your character speaking.
Yeah.
So it helps with your own personal insight into the whole thing, but it also helps the table. And if you happen to do a professional podcast like we do, it helps with the listeners as well. So I would highly recommend thinking up a voice of some kind.
Yeah.
And then, even if you talk to like film actors and stuff, they say like everybody has their own method, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
a lot of actors and stuff, they always do something, one specific item that they know that character would do.
Yeah.
And that's how they start building the
Like
character.
a mannerism or something?
Yes, something very small, detailed, and that's how they get into the character. That's their tether to the personality. So mine was voice, but that's because it's an audio podcast. But whatever type of mannerism or tick,
Yeah.
hone in on that, and you can grow the character from there.
Oh.
Yeah. And then from my perspective, I'm a big TV and movie buff, so
Yeah.
I just use the formula of take your two favorite things that kind of fit in that area, blend them together.
Okay.
I currently play Glitchered Steel on Vinyl CD-PD, and all I did was, what if Wolf from Future Man yep, was the Tick. And if you watch the show, that's literally what it is. It's just a gruff-voiced man of like, I'm here for justice and justice alone. Just like, and that's just the easiest way. I just do a formula. Like, what if this person was this person? What if Josh Brolin played an 8-year-old child? And it's like, there you go. That's a character right there.
That's awesome.
So super easy formula, especially as a DM. It helps me a lot because it's like, you have and I just ad-lib it up, a drunk young dwarf. There you go. It's just ad-libs. Who kind of looks a little like Kurt Russell. Fantastic.
Oh,
can we get your plugs? Where can we find you at? What can we do?
Yeah, so we have about 8 more days left. You can find us at fund.gws.io. That's our Kickstarter, fund.gws.io. So please help us get to 7,500 so we can get Chapter 4 there. You can find Dice Tactics on the iOS and Android store. Chapter 1 is free and out, and it offers 1 to 2 hours of gameplay. And you can always see us at cons. We do cons all the time. Come up, chat with us, talk to us. I can guarantee you what you saw last year is going to be different this year.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate your time today.
Thank you, Patrick.
All right.
Oh.